It's Friday. Yes, it's a happy day, right? We have beautiful sunshine here in Wisconsin. Harley Davidson weekend. We'll have bikes from all over the world here. It's the anniversary party. It's not the big every 5 years that we have, but it's definitely the time of year where we hear motorcycles all weekend, day and night. So I find it very, very fun, and hopefully I can get out and get to see some music. But I am a little tired, but that's okay. So yesterday, before I went to sleep, I was watching Wayne Brady's got a new show on Hulu, and it's about him and his coming out and some of the things. And his one friend, when they had them over, and I've got sage burning, guys, that said this. And then this morning when I got up and went into my things, this is the information that I got. So, it all kind of led together. When do you divorce your ego? We all have it, but when do you divorce it? And I always say, I think it gets worse when you go through the divorce, because you're all fighting and all and our custody battles, and it's just like, I posted something that on my personal page yesterday. I feel like the United States is in a custody battle. Why can't we just let the children decide? Because honestly, I feel that's where we're at right now. But so this is what I heard this morning. Can you look at others from the heart versus from your head? When you change this part of your thinking, your life starts to shift. You can have empathy versus sympathy. You can always set a boundary when needed. Your approach to any situation will show your character. Not your personality, your character. Your character is what you choose to work on daily, and to have the ability to correct yourself and know you are not always right. There's nobody in this world that is 100% right all the time. And for those of you that think you are, click off. This isn't for you, okay? A peaceful life takes work, and then that is the universe's way of telling me that somebody does not want me to get this message out. Lost my ear thing, it's down there, I'm not going to go get it. And this is still recording, so hopefully this message is still, and if not, I will do it again. And whoever you are, piss off, go pound sand. A peaceful life takes work in the knowledge that as humans we make mistakes. What do you do with them is how you gain the wisdom. When you can check your own ego and lead with peace and love, you find true happiness, because you are only concerned with your behavior versus what others say or think. Freedom comes in all forms when you choose this way of living. Go be happy, lay down your ego, be well, be loved. I find it very funny that there, even with sage burning, even with, my happiness and everything else, there are spirits out there that still want to. Guess what? I don't fucking care anymore. I went outside this morning and I did exactly this. These are my high vibe cards. I haven't used them in a while. Walk barefoot. Take off your shoes and feel the ground inside or outside. For full benefit, walk on a natural surface like grass, or imagine walking barefoot on a warm beach. Connecting with the ground charges your body with the earth's natural and its natural good vibrations. So that's what I did this morning. Where I got part of the message and then more of it when I came inside. But it is so hard for so many people to check their own ego, because they have to be right, or it has to go their way, or they got to be the center of attention, blah, 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 blah. And honestly, I'm sorry if this triggers some of you, all that is your own insecurities. Because you don't love yourself enough. Because you're looking for the outside validation from other people to validate you so that you feel better about yourself. And it's a hard lesson to learn. It really is. I, for a lot of years, just, hung out with a bunch of people. And I had groups everywhere. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I still have friends in all walks of life because I feel they educate me. And I want to know. And I want to know different cultures. And I want to travel to other countries. And I want to go do those things. But I also want my character to show up as loving and peaceful and empathetic and understanding that when I show gratitude and peace and love to somebody that I don't even know, I'm going to get that back. And if it doesn't happen, it's okay. I can still set a boundary and I can walk away from it. But when you start to lead with the knowledge that you've gained over your relationships, and no matter what they are, whether they're romantic, platonic, marriage, divorce, whatever, what I have found is people with good energy and the light, others just I want your whatever. Well, you can have it in your own body. Go work on that. Go do that. Quit trying to do the easy route where the rest of us, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong, don't understand of all the work that we had to do on ourselves because we were suffering so bad. And as empaths and people that take on how you're feeling because we don't want you to feel bad and we try to get into that zone with you, we have to then figure out what's ours, what's yours, and discombobulate it all so that we're not grasping onto that. And that's where it's hard because you got to really listen to yourself. And that's where the quiet time is important. And that's where sitting with yourself and listening to what your guides want to tell you and understanding whether you hear it, you feel it, you get a knocking somewhere in your body, you can ask for those things. I have, another reader that I watch that she, uses the technique of, tap me in the right side of my head if I'm right, tap me in the left side of my head if I'm wrong. You can ask for those things. You can ask for signs. You can whatever it is. My point is, can you start laying down your ego? Do you have to be the center of attention? Why? What validation do you get from that? Can't you get the validation from yourself? Now, this is the problem, is because our entire life, and what celebrities and everybody else, that's what we've been taught, is we need the outside validation. We have to be cheered on by other people. Well, yeah, it's great, but if it's solely for your own gratification, that's not what it's for. If you're sharing it, and you're sharing a talent, and you're sharing a good message, then I can see it. And I'm not cutting on, anybody that does anything in those fields. What I'm saying, are you doing it for the right reasons? Or are you doing it for an ego kick for yourself? Big difference. I'm telling you, I've had my morning gratitude page on Facebook since 2017. The algorithm over there, sometimes it does great, sometimes it doesn't. I get real tired of why can't they just let things happen naturally? I've had my Instagram page, I've got 3,000 people, but I only got like 400, 500 followers. Because to me, it's not about that. It's about getting my message out. Because I want you to love yourself. I want you to be the best that you can ever be and feel good about yourself. Because when you feel good about yourself, it radiates out to other people. And it's not in ego form. It's in self-love form. And people can feel that. Because they know you're being genuine. They know you're being authentic. And they know that it's for sharing. So, I don't know. You figure it out. You figure out which direction you want to go with that. Archangel Raphael, he's here. And he's wanting to help you heal and fix the wounds from all those years ago. Why are you still carrying them? It's 2024. It's not 2000. It's not what the first or second ex-husband did to you. It's not what the ex-boyfriends did to you, the baby daddies. It's not about that. It's about today. And if you're still carrying that baggage and the poor me, and I need this, outside validation from the rest of you, you're not loving yourself or doing the work on yourself. Choose you, but lay down the ego. And that comes from spirit. This, I'm just giving the messages as they tell me because too many of us are caught in it. We all once in a while. But when you choose love and peace and to listen with understanding versus having to be right and responding, things shift. Have a beautiful weekend. I love you all. See you soon.